Right, good day, yogis. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for verification. Classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and the videos are then uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. Visit any of those platforms for class anytime, 24/7. If you're thinking about coming to in-studio classes, visit the website again. Look for the section that has the instructions on how to pre-register for class. You need to download the waiver and then e-sign, so make sure you do all of that. Today's class is basics. It's a level 1. If you're working with any kind of injuries, limitations, or special conditions, make sure that you make some modifications that you need or skip poses altogether. All right, so you guys feeling good today? Feeling okay? No injuries? Okay. Sitting up tall, if you need to elevate, sitting up on a block. Palms face up. And the fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Ground evenly through your seat, let your shoulders broaden. And with the lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three Oms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed. Hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification. Purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Katopiwa, Katopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sabahya, Sabahya, Vishendraha, Vishendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up, fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll the center. Few more rounds at your own pace. Take your chin back to center, pause, and then taking the opposite direction. And come back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and your twist spine. Coming off your blocks and extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands support to either side and turn your toes toward each other. and then roll out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in, outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise your arms up high, extend, and then twist to the right. Now back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Come back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward, forward fold. So turn the toes up so you're engaging the legs. There you go. And take it back up, swing the legs back behind you for down dog. All right, come back to your stillness in your down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step it forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down, arms up high, and extend. On the exhale, open up the arms, open up the hips for warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, right hand inside the foot, left arm up. Take back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. And lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage, elbows drawn back. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher and hold it here. Bhujangasana Cobra. Going into a back bend. Of course, if you need to bend your elbows a little bit, you're not quite ready for the full extension, then go ahead and take the bent elbows. And starting to release, lower all the way down to child's pose. Take the feet toward the heels and stretching your arms forward. Inhale, come back up, down dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up, three-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. On the exhale, open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Side angle on the exhale, left hand inside the foot, right arm up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to the belly again. Hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Hold it here, Bhujangasana Cobra pose. And again, if you need to keep your elbows bent, stay there, or working on a little bit better extension. And start to release all the way down, and then transitioning back to child's pose, feet toward the heels. And make your way back to your down dog. Inhale, right heel up, three-legged dog. Draw the right knee in toward the nose and around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers and press your palms forward. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee and press forward. Lengthen, reach up. Bend and press forward. One more time. Lengthen, reach up. Bend and press forward. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Release your hands. Open it up for warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Tip the left hip back. Reach your right hand forward. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm up. Inhale. Take it back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee. Hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back. Plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up. Step it forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the other thumb on top and press forward. Lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee and press forward. Lengthen, reach up. Bend and press forward. Lengthen, reach up. Bend and press forward. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Back to center. Release your arms. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle pose. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm up. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse triangle. And bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Extend the right back up. Step it forward. Warrior one. So we'll combine the two movements together. Hands together in prayer. Interlace and press forward. Inhale. Lengthen front leg. Reach up. Then as you bend the front knee, press forward. Twist. Square center. Lengthen. Reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. One more time. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, and twist. Stay twisting here. Then take the right hand behind you. Lean forward. Hook the left arm to the outer right knee and twist. Now, if leaning forward with the elbow to the knee is too much, you can take it a little higher. Hand to the knee and twist here instead. Inhale, come all the way up and around. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. So again, hand to the floor, or you can modify with the elbow to the knee. Then left palm facing down and reach forward. Left side extension, extended side angle. Inhale, take it back up, reverse. Lengthen out the right leg, extended triangle. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Left palm facing down and reaching forward. Inhale, take it back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step it forward. Warrior one. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the other thumb on top and press forward. So combining the two movements together. Lengthen front leg, reach up. Bend the front knee, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, twist, stay twisting. Left hand behind you, half bind. Lean the torso forward, hook the right arm to the outer left knee and twist. All right, so if this is a little bit too much for you, you can take it a little higher. And take the hand to the outside of the left leg and still twist in this lunge. Inhale, come up and around, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand to the floor or elbow to the knee to modify. Right palm facing down, reach forward. Extended side angle. Side angle describes the legs, extended the arm. Inhale, come back up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, extended triangle. Hand to the shin or to the floor, right palm facing down and extend forward. Inhale, take back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Let the feet be wide, about mat width distance. Hands supporting to the floor, slightly ahead of you. Let's start to bend at the knees. Let the feet drop a little bit. Then lift the upper back, lift the back of the head. So the crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. And your torso is maybe about parallel to the floor or close to being parallel. You just want a really lengthy spine. The activity of the tail reaching back and the crown of the head reaching forward. Now stabilizing your legs and arms go out to either side and extend through the fingertips, reach. Lift the torso a little bit higher, so maybe about 45 degrees forward now, and then reach your arms forward. Maybe alongside the ears if your shoulders allow you to. If that's too much flexibility for your shoulders, make the arms parallel to the floor, reaching forward also works well. So you just want to direct the energy forward through your fingertips. On the inhale, lengthen out the legs, lift up, lean it back for a slight back bend. That should feel really good for your lower back. And come up to vertical, side bending to the right. Stay side bending to the right, take the right hand, grab your left wrist and pull. Right? I'll give you a front view here, and pull. Keep pulling, bend the left elbow and right hand to your left elbow and then go even deeper to the right side. So progressively, as you pull and shorten your arms, you go more directly into the shoulder joint. And take it back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Lift the gaze up. Come back to vertical. Bend the knees. And slowly draw forward. Reach your knuckles up and overhead. And as you bow forward, you can start to lengthen out the legs a little bit more if you have more flexibility in your hamstrings. Release your hands to the floor. With your hands supporting, bend at the knees again. Draw the seat slightly down. With the knees bent, crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. So resetting as we did in that relatively high squatting position. Now once you connect to the lengthiness of the spine, again, reach the arms out to either side. Crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back, arms expanded. Then lift the upper torso again, about 45 degrees, and reach the arms forward. If you have the flexibility, arms alongside the ears, reaching forward in a diagonal. If that's too tight for your shoulders, arms can reach forward. Inhale, lengthen out the legs as you take it up and slightly back for back bend. Come back up to vertical. The right arm stays up, left hand to the floor, side bend to your left. Then take the left hand to catch your right wrist and pull, extending through the right side even more. Then bend your right elbow, left hand to the right elbow, and pull even more. Take it back up, wrap the hands back behind you. Find the non-dominant interlacing of your hands so the other thumb on top. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back as you take that into a back bend. Come up to vertical, bend at the knees. Start to take it forward. As you take it forward, start to lengthen out the legs even more. As you reach your knuckles up and overhead, behind you maybe if you have more shoulder mobility. Release your hands, bend the knees, take the hands to the floor, ground your palms. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back, lower all the way down to the belly. Let's turn around this time. Sphinx pose, walk your hands forward, forearms down. Grab opposite elbows, and your shoulders should be roughly lined up with the elbows so that you end up with 90 degrees with your arms. Draw the belly and your lower ribs down, reach your toes back. Press your forearms down and lift your chest in opposition. The gaze is slightly to the floor ahead of you so that the back of the neck remains lengthened. What happens is if you look forward in this position, you're actually crunching the back of the neck. You want to look slightly down. All right, so stabilizing here. Pick up the right foot, flex your right foot, bend your right knee, lift the right thigh even higher. And hold it here. Isolate the contraction into your right glutes. Then roll the right knee over to right side, draw it out to the side, and lower the hips even more. So this is a right frog leg. Turn your left hand in, 45 degrees for support. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. If you can grab the foot, kick back, and look past your right shoulder. Now, for those of you where this is too much back bending, too much extension, and you can't do that, that's okay. Turn the left hand in anyway, 45 degrees with the left arm. Support with your right hand. Keep the left leg back and just twist to the right. All right, so you're just taking a back bend and a rotation. The adding of the hand to the foot bind might be a little bit too much for some of us. All right, that's okay. Otherwise, if you combine, you have the extension. This gives you more tension to deepen your twist and your back bend. All right, let's start to release your left foot. Square back to center, supporting with your right hand. Shift to your left hip. Pick up the right and draw it back. And then lower all the way down. Draw the seat towards the heels, coming into stretching of the lower back in your child's pose. All right, come back up and forward once again. Lower onto your belly, draw back forward, measure out for your Sphinx pose again. So first, forearms down, grab opposite elbows to measure out the shoulders width. Take the forearms down, then look at the relationship between your shoulder, elbow, and the wrist. It should be 90 degrees or so. Then with your forearms, stabilize. Press your belly and your lower ribs down to flatten your lower back. Reach your toes back. Press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition. So rather than looking forward, which crunches the back of the neck, you should look slightly down ahead of you. Let's say about 2.5 feet in front of you. If you're taller, it might be 3 feet or so. Now stabilizing there, pick up the left foot and flex your left foot, bend your left knee and lift the left knee a little higher. Isolate the lift and the contraction into your left glutes. Then roll the left knee out to your side, shift to your right hip, and draw the left knee further forward. Your left leg should be roughly 90 degrees, and flex your left foot. So this is a left frog leg, right? Keep the belly and the pubis pressing down as you lift your chest as the back bend. All right, let's turn the right hand in, 45 degrees. So again, right, if you're not very back bendy here, that's okay. Support with your left hand, lift up as high as you can, and just look behind you past your left shoulder. If you're able to bend your right knee and reach back with your left hand to grab the foot and kick back, that will give you more back bend, more rotation, stretch into your left arm and left shoulder. Start to release your right foot, square back to center, step the left leg back, and with hands alongside the rib cage, again, make your way back slowly to child's pose, stretching your lower back. Now lift up just a little bit. Take the right forearm down, turn the right forearm in, once again, 45 degrees with your right forearm. Lift the left arm up and behind you and twist. Christina, what if you reach your left hand further down the, yes, you see how that frees up your elbow, right? It makes it less restrictive. That's good. All right, raise your left arm back up, left hand to the floor. Lift up slightly, switch arms. Left arm comes down, 45 degrees with the left arm. Now the reason why you take this 45-degree angle is because if you're vertical, you might fall side to side. If you're horizontal, you might fall forward and back. This 45-degree angle gives you kind of like the leverage on both forward, back, side to side. So I like this 45-degree angle. All right, and then raise your right arm up behind you. Now, once you take the half bind, right, maybe slide the right hand as far down as possible as you rotate and stack your shoulders, right? This gives you a little bit more, a little less restriction into your elbow as you extend the arm out a little bit, right? So. Let's begin to release. Take the right arm up, right hand to the floor, and lift the torso up, sitting on your heels. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, gently lift the heart center up and gaze upwards. So there is a slight mid and upper back bend. Again, when you look up, right, it's not about dropping the head back and crunching the neck, but looking up at an angle, but keeping the lengthiness and the support of the back of the neck. Come back to neutral spine. Release your right hand to the floor. Reach your left arm up and overhead, taking a left side stretch. Take it back to center. Wrap the hands back behind you again. Take the other thumb on top this time. So you're non-dominant interlacing of your hands. This should feel a little bit awkward. Okay, and then broaden your shoulders again. Draw the shoulders back. Gently looking up, keeping the back of the neck supported as you broaden your chest. Take it back up to a neutral spine. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and side bend over to the left, and this time it's a right side stretch. Are your knees okay? A little bit of a cramp? Oh, it's a little tight. Okay. Do the best you can. All right. Take it back up. And then walk your hands forward. And then take it back to your down dog. All right. So you might want to take lots of movement here, right? Because we're kneeling there for a second, for a little bit of time actually. And that might cut off the circulation a little bit, and you might feel a little bit of pins and needles, right? So make sure you take lots of movement, and that should help you bring circulation back to the legs. All right. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. This time, kick the feet together and the knees together. Bend the knees as you lift the head and the upper back. Come up to a more neutral spine. Use the strength of the legs. Rise all the way up. Extend. Vertical line. Then stepping on the left foot. Pick up the right. And steady your balance here. Keep balancing on the left leg. Reaching the arms up toward the sky. Find lengthiness through your side body. Then open up the knee to the right side, grab for that right foot, and take it into your tree. And take both arms up. Keep the gaze at a fixed point to the floor, slightly ahead of you. Right? If you are swaying side to side a lot, think about pressing into the big toe mount. So big toe, right behind there's like a big protruding part of the bone of the toe, right? So press into that big toe mount, and that will draw your energy back towards center, and that might help you to stabilize a little bit better. It's a very subtle movement. It's very intentional, right? Press into the big toe mount. All right, start to release, arms up. Take the right knee forward, step the right foot down, and walk it out side to side. All right, come back to the front of the mat, feet together, knees together. Bend the knees, rise up, chair. Then fully extend into vertical line. Keep reaching through the fingertips up. Then stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee and hold it here. Feel the lengthiness through your ribs, the outer shoulders, through the outer arms and the fingertips. Then open up the knee to left side, grab for that foot for tree. Take it to the inner right leg, above the knee joint if you can, or below the knee joint. Then the arms go out in a wide position. Gaze at a fixed point to the floor, slightly ahead of you. Again, if you're swaying a little bit, think about putting a little bit more pressure into the big toe mound, to the inner foot. All right, let's start to break. Arms up, left knee forward, step the left foot down, and release. Okay, so sometimes when you're first beginning to activate like that, right? And you press really hard, it really throws off your balance because like you're not used to that, right? So you have to think, okay, if my intention is to do that, apply a little bit of pressure. And then the more you do it, the subtlety of it starts to make more sense. So that's what happens, right? When you're balancing, a lot of the times you fall outwardly. And the inner part of the foot lifts, right? So if you press into the big toe mound inwardly, it draws you back center and it activates your inner legs and it helps a lot to balance. So it's kind of like if you're standing tall like this, and I said to you, stand strong. What do? You don't stand strong like this, right? You stand strong by pressing to the inside of the feet, drawing toward the center line. When you're telling somebody to stand strongly, that's what happens. They step more weight into inner heels and inner feet. So that's the subtlety of how to activate and stand more steadily. All right, stepping on the left foot again. Pick up the right. Right hand to right knee, left arm out to the side. And open up the knee to the right side. Now, you have more flexibility. You can take yogic toe lock, extend, and open to the right. All right. Square back to center, step the right foot down, walk it out side to side. And so sometimes when we're standing on one leg a lot, right, we compress into that hip. So that's why when you walk around a little bit, it loosens it up, it feels a lot better. Okay, second side. Back to center. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Left hand to left knee, right arm out to the side, and open up the knee to the left side. If you're taking yogic toe lock, extend, and then open. All righty. Begin to break, back to center, step the left foot down and walk it out side to side. Okay. Come back to the front of the mat. Stepping on left foot again. Bend your right knee. Grab the outside of the right foot. Right? So we're taking dancer's pose. In regular dancer's pose, you're staying in a vertical line. Try not to lean forward. You want to stay vertical. Extend the left arm forward to counterbalance. As you kick back and introduce your back bend, you want to stand tall. Kick back, stand even taller. Kick back, stand tall. And start to release. Step the right foot down. Once you step the right foot down, let's bend the knees and lean the torso forward. And that's a nice stretch for your lower back. You can take the hands to the top of the thighs. Lengthen out the legs. Switch sides, and this time I'll face you guys and give you guys the side view. Stepping on the right foot, bend your left knee. Grab the outside of the left foot. Take the inner thigh together, stand tall, right arm forward, starting from a vertical line. And activate and kick the left foot back. Avoid leaning forward, but instead stand up taller. Kick the left foot back more, stand up taller. Kick the left foot back more, stand up even taller. So you'll feel the back bend happening, but at the same time, you are not leaning forward with your torso. Okay, so it might not look like a really deep back bend, but you definitely feel it, right? All right, start to release. This time, when you step the left foot down, let's go a little bit wider with your feet. And same thing, bend the knees, support with your hands, lean forward. All right, so you're straightening out the spine, neutralizing, but you're coming through a neutral spine versus a rounded spine. All right, start to come back up. Come back to your front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms forward, up and back. Exhale, dive forward. Fingertips to the floor, bend the knees. Stepping. The right foot back, crescent moon, right knee comes down. Now, if you need extra padding, you can take your mat. Right side folding towards center will give you more padding to the knee. Hands to top of the thighs, and lunge forward. Getting into your quads, and once you're set up, when you're ready, arms up and back to your crescent moon. All right, so this is your basic crescent moon. If you don't have a lot of mobility in your shoulders and drawing the arms this far back is too much, arms can go straight up, arms can go forward. Also, you can go parallel, you can go wider with your hands, right? So there are many options here to take whatever is appropriate for your level of mobility. And let's start to release. Take the hands to the floor. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Now ground the palms, and we're going to kick the left leg up. Open up the hips and bend the left knee. Pigeon pose. Draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Elongate through the spine, and then make your way forward. Video, I want to show you one thing. When you take the leg up, when you open up the hips, bend the knee, right? You want to keep the leg extended and open. It's not this, okay? If you draw the knee in, that's actually something else I do sometimes. I call it a knee kick, right? So this movement is for the hips. But when you open up the hips and bend the knee, you want to lift up, lean it back, and find extension and lengthiness, right? So I'm seeing that you're kind of like drawn in like this. So think about reaching your heel back and stacking the hips and find openness to the side, okay? Right. Right. Now you are welcome to stay here in your pigeon pose, right? However you want to take the pigeon. Or if you want more back bending, you can lift up. All right, so this is a very nice way to find a back bend and a hip opener at the same time. Right? More advanced students, if you want to work on something more, maybe you can take the left hand in and bend your right knee to grab the outside of the foot. So again, if you have the flexibility of the knee, the quads, to bend the leg enough so that you can find the extension to grab the foot. Grab the foot, kick back, let the right arm, right shoulder draw back a little bit. And this will take your torso to a more vertical line. Once you get to a more vertical line, you'll start to feel at ease to balance. Then maybe your left arm can reach forward. The left arm can reach up. And this is your mermaid one. Right? So oftentimes what happens is if you're not quite ready to take this, even if you bind and you can lift up, kind of fall off to the side a little bit. So the key is when you kick back, the foot does not go towards center. The foot actually goes outwardly and straight back behind you. With that, it draws your weight from the left side towards the center and over to the right, and that's where the counterbalance comes for you to stay in an upward position. Right? And that is key. All right, let's begin to make your way back up. Ground the palms, tuck the right toes under, and step it back to a down dog. Walk it out, side to side. All right, come back to stillness. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, left knee comes down, crescent moon, second side. Walk the hands top to sides, lunge it forward. So you want to go into the stretch of your quads, into your hips. Press your hands into your thighs. Kick the upper torso to lean back a little bit. So that's the beginning of your back bend. Once you're stable and you're ready, you can take the arms up and back, crescent moon. So again, your options can be further back with the arms, straight up or forward, hands parallel, arms a little bit wider in a V position. All of those are really nice options. Right, so notice also the pose, right? The counter pose, or the counterbalance is this. As you lean the hips forward, right? You don't want your torso to go forward either, right? Because then this is imbalanced. You want to take the torso up and lean it back. So your hips are moving forward, but your upper torso and your head is moving back. That's the counterbalance that happens. Hips forward, upper torso and head back. All right, and then if you're taking any further, right, so you're binding hand to foot. Bend your left knee, grab the foot. When you kick back, try to kick it back and to the left so that you're lining up the foot with the hip. Then as you kick back, it stretches your arms, draws the torso slightly back, so that's a counterbalance, right? Good. All righty, let's begin to break. Hands to the side of the right foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Now ground your palms, kick the right leg up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. There you go, bend the right knee, there you go. Right, you feel the difference? It's so much more open, right? Raise your right leg back up, draw the right knee in, land that shin to the floor, pigeon. Into left knee for the back. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine, make sure pelvis level, feeling pretty balanced here, and then make your way forward. Oh, I just realized. I gave you the crescent moon with, I didn't give you that bind, did I, in crescent moon? I gave it to you in pigeon. Oh, I mixed it up. Okay. 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 Good, good, good. And so the principles are the same in terms of the energy of how you kick that foot and what you do with your arms. And the simple back bend would be without doing the bind. You can just take the hands to the floor, lift up and lean back. So rather than coming forward into a forward fold, right, which is mainly just all hips, you can still keep the hips and add on the back bend too, right, and the lengthening of the spine. So there are multiple ways of approaching this and working on different elements of the pose, right? All right, let's start to break. Walk your hands back in. Tuck the left toes under, press up and step the right foot back and pedaling out the legs, walking it out side to side. And once you're feeling pretty even and you're ready, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Take the feet down. Seated spinal twist. The half variation for those of you with tighter hips. Keep the left leg extended, step the right foot over. If your hips are pretty open, you can take the full pose. Draw the left heel in first, right leg over. You see how this requires a lot more hip opening, right, and flexibility. So if your hips are tight and you can't ground the right feet down, then you should keep the left leg extended. Right hand behind you. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. And Vinny, since you have the arm positioning, if you want to bend the elbow, yeah, that gives you a lot more leverage up against that leg when you bend the elbow. Alternatively, for those of you at home, right, if by taking the elbow to the top of the leg like this, forces you to round your spine because you don't have that mobility, and the only way you can reach your elbow to the top of the leg is to round, then that defeats the purpose. What you want is always a lengthy spine. So if that is a bit of a reach, makes you round and shrug. You want to wrap the arm around the leg, sit up tall, and twist. If even that is too tight, you can take a hand to the knee. Now you want to free up enough space for you to find this lengthiness in the spine when you rotate. All right, inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Keep your legs as they are. Back to center again. Switch legs. Half variation. Right leg forward, step the left foot over. Full variation. Right heel comes in first. Left leg over. You want to ground evenly through both feet. If that's difficult for you, keep the right leg extended. Left hand behind you. Ground evenly. Lengthen through the spine and reach your right arm up. Rotate through that central axis. And then if you have the range for the elbow to hit the top of the left leg and still keep a lengthy spine, then that's where you want to take it. If that's too much, force you to round and shrug, and take the arm to the top of the leg, or the front of the knee, that is, and rotate. Or it could be your hand to your knee. And just make sure that seated spinal twist is always coming from a vertical central axis, vertical line with your spine. Now, if you curve your spine and twist, you're going to take some compression in certain places that are out of range. All right, release, come back to center on the inhale. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Extend both legs forward. Hands to either side. As you slide the hands out, start to lower onto your back. So using your hands for support. Keep the left arm out to a T. Draw the left knee in and twist to the right. So rolling to outer right hip, outer right leg. Keeping the left shoulder blade on the floor to help you stabilize. Inhale, come back to center. Switch legs, switch arms. So the right arm goes out to a T, right knee comes in, and then twist to your left, rolling into the outer left hip, outer left leg. Keep the right shoulder blade flat to the floor the best you can. And take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Shavasana. Find a relaxation. Feet are separated. Toes are turning outwardly. Arms alongside the body. Palms face up. Let the shoulders release. Let the neck release. Let the head release. Begin to draw the breath back in. And start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite direction. When you're ready, roll over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Once you're seated, ground evenly. Let your shoulders broaden. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing the practice. You now come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you for sharing the practice with me. I appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. 4-digit ID code is 8096. If you're prompted for it, classes are $10. If you're having a difficult time, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. And I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and then the videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. Visit any of those platforms anytime, 24/7 for your practice. All right, thank you for your time. Be well. Take care.